them to get this done, that done, that done. And yet, I wasn't the supervisor yet, but I was in the works of being it. So it was like them not wanting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like putting me in a position like to look like, I don't know, to get them written up and stuff like that. And it's like, me, I really don't care to do all that. I really don't want to babysit y'all. Y'all grown as hell. Some of y'all older than me 2 times. So I don't want to watch y'all. And at that time I was like, what, 18. Like, what does the 18-year-old want to do any of that anyway in the first place? But I appreciate that job though, because it matured me in certain positions not to like react, especially with customers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they always think they right. Even though they be wrong sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But the description is like the customers is always right. So
right.
So it's like I knew how to maneuver over the situation. So it's like they don't make it a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, all right, so what is it that you want? You want something else that we can give you other than that, because we don't have it, and then we'll give you a rain check. You can get 4 of these when we do got it, and you get it for the same price.
Mm.
So the sell price is like $2.99 or $2.55, whatever.
So do you feel like your coworkers are your friends?
No.
Mm. So when you go to work, like, do you have conversations with them? Do you gossip with them? Do you have like, small talk? Like, how do you move when you go to work?
I'm not gonna lie.
You would have been with me.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. When I first meet people, it's like, I don't know. I just tell them about me, and they be telling me about them. So it's like they already just be comfortable about telling me their own life, right? So it'd be like sometimes I get comfortable, but I realize not to do that.
How old are you?
So 28.
Okay, me and you the same age. We grew up in the same era. I've realized, like, in the workplace, just don't really say much. Don't talk. I realize not to talk about football, none of that. If it ain't work related, they ask me questions about it, I don't know. I'll be like, because I've realized the same people I'm having a conversation with one day try to write me up the next day.
Or try to snitch on you about something.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Right on the money, or to do I may take a shortcut. Everybody takes shortcuts on their job sometimes. Mm-hmm. Taking the long way is the right. Go ahead.
And then when they sit there, they don't like do like say they leave the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
The type of job I got, you can leave and come back and they won't know. The only way they're gonna know is if whoever's there is told.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, you could save a person to do that for them, but would they really save you when it's your turn? Because, right, me and my manager, we have a good relationship, whatever, because I'm a good worker. So it's like you can't ever knock me when it comes to work. Like you can't tell me I'm not a hard worker. You can't tell me I don't know my work. Like, I know my work better than the people who is already in there. The new trainers, so it's like I can leave and come back anytime, and I still know everything that I'm doing. So when I come back, right, because it's like seasonal, and I had my daughter, so I wasn't at work, so it wasn't like I took like a leave. I just didn't go, and they told me like, oh, just make sure that I make sure I do my yearly what is those things that you got to do every year to renew with your job, like
qualifications, certifications, something like that.
Mm-hmm. You got to do the what is it? The sexual harassment and all that. You got to make sure, as long as that stuff is renewed,
your qualification,
you'll still stay in the system. And they was told me like whenever you're ready to come back, you just come back. You just let us know. So when I did come back, right? So they're thinking that I'm new, but I wasn't new. I've been here already 2 years ago.
Right. So with that being said, like when you see that right there, like this Toxic work environment. Do you let coworkers ride home with you? Do you invite them to your house?
No, no.
Okay. I realize that a long
They
time.
try to invite me to theirs, or they'll be like, oh, because they know that I cook and stuff. They're like, oh, we
Mhm.
all should just go to her house to cook, and I'm just being my mind like, no, y'all can't. I can cook and bring y'all samples, and if y'all want
I don't
to,
even eat people food at work. I may take a bottle of water. Sometimes I forget to bring my shit. I gotta tighten up on that. But
no,
other than that, I don't even
but
like
it
people
wasn't
food.
like that. It was like me giving it, but
Oh, okay.
but
Is it?
I learned that too, not to take food from people.
I don't trust people food at work anyway. I don't know. I don't eat from everybody. I ain't supposed to eat from every goddamn body. But
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that was my problem, like growing up, because when I had my son, I ain't gonna lie. Well, when I was pregnant with my son, and I was working at Rite Aid, listen, I was taking everything that was free.
damn.
Gonna lie. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
now don't beat yourself up about it or condemn yourself. I mean, you already did what is did.
yeah, yeah.
What's
It's
did
a
is
past the
done. What's
past.
done is
No,
done.
no. Me, I feel like if I could talk about it, I heal from it.
Right, right. Got you. I got you. Me too. Like, have you ever been like in a dysfunctional work environment? Because I have been in a few of them where supervisors get out of pocket, yell, scream, and I had to check their ass. Like, have you ever been in a situation like that?
That same job when I was working at Rite, that same job, because yeah, like it came to a point like like we was like cool. You understand? Yeah, and he was like, and I used to like notice like stuff like he was cool. He only hired pretty girls.
Hmm. Wait,
And
wait,
it
wait,
was
wait. You working at Hooters?
Rite
You working
Aid,
at Twin Peaks? You only hire pretty girls, but continue though.
Rite
Continue.
Aid. I used to work at Rite Aid Pharmacy.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue. 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 Continue.
He only hired pretty girls,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he used to try to talk to all of them.
Hold on. Say it again. I gotta say it with
He
some.
tried to. I feel like he tried to talk to all of them. This is why he hired them. And
When
it's
you say
like,
talk, you mean smash, crack them.
you understand, right? Because, and it's like that work environment. That what was going on, and it was like I'm looking at them. Mind you, I'm at this point. I am a supervisor, so mind you, whatever any of y'all doing, I'm gonna know about it because you don't know what's going on in this office. Why y'all gotta be working?
So,
So it's like
wait.
they'll like the females want to talk to the guys at work. Now now you come in, now you break up or whatever the case is. Now you don't want to come to work. Now you messing up what's going on, and it's like
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you ever had sex with somebody at your workplace before?
nope, and I won't never
I have before.
say never.
I have once
When I
upon a
say
time.
never, I mean never. Okay, you know how people be
Now,
like never say never, like I mean that. Like
now
I
let me say
mean that.
let me say this right here. Have you ever had sex to get promotion?
Nope.
Have you quid quo pro? You know what that is, right?
No.
You never heard of quid quo pro? You been a supervisor? Quid quo pro. Let me explain to you what it
That's how
is.
you know that I wasn't involved in that stuff.
But everybody should know what this is. These are
But
like
I
this is human resources stuff. But I'm a geek, so I research a lot. Quid quo pro is basically if I want to give you district manager, you sleep with me and I give it to you. That's quid quo pro.
oh no. I think that he legitimately was moving me up because I was pretty and I was a hard worker.
Okay.
That was
Uh,
like it,
so
my looks got me through. I was a supervisor and a co-manager.
so let me ask you this: how many women you think across the world is sleeping their way to the top, smashing their way to the top, fucking their way to the top?
85%.
I think it's about 96%.
I was gonna say the 90s, but I didn't want to do. I didn't want to like go too. I didn't want to go too crazy,
I
and
think 96% of
I
women.
didn't want to. I didn't really want to like shamefully put us down like that.
Even if a guy promoting a woman because of her looks, I feel like he's still trying to promote her in effort to have sex with her. Like, how can I put it? the possibility of sex. I did that for her for quid pro purposes. I did that for you. Can you do that for me?
But I don't. I mean, mm, I mean, I don't really know because I really don't. I really can't really put that for me because like he was already actively talking to somebody else that was at work and stuff like that, and I didn't pay no mind. I'm like I used to always make sure like if you, I'm like, oh yeah, what's going on with you and what's going on? Make that the front fort so it's no time for all the extra in between.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in situations where he was an old head. He was tricking off on the young hoes. Then he got fired. Guess how he got fired?
Yeah, yeah. He no. The craziest part. Thank God that Rite Aid closed down when it was, because he probably would have if the wrong pretty girl would have been in that building.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I had the same situation. I had a supervisor who got fired like that.
Wow. See, no,
He was I need you in the camera. Uh,
no.
I was saying I need you in the camera. Uh, can you hear me? Yeah, I had a guy like that. He was tricking off on young hoes and shit. And let me tell you how he got fired though. One day, he was in the elevator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they said was he pulled out his penis on the elevator. And what happened was the girl screamed and shit, like shit. And the cameras where I was at, I was working in the hospital at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They seen the playback on the cameras, seen where he was zipping up his pants. So that's how they got him. But I don't know. I think they were dealing with each other, and maybe she didn't want to deal with him no more. Or
That's it
maybe
could be, but that's where every female messes up at, and this is what I really.
wait. Slow down, slow down. What every female mess up at? You about to say something important. I want to make sure we're on the same page.
This is where every female mess up at because when they all right, granted, they looking at this person at work, they think they cute, whatever.
You
They
was an
see
old man. That man was old as shit. He was just tricking off.
no, I get it, and this is another thing on the side note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because don't look at the tricking and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because down the road, at some point in time,
Mm-hmm.
when a person has invested so much money,
Mm-hmm.
anger creeps in because they had, as a man, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't really know, but I'm just giving a glimpse of
Mm-hmm.
experience. A man is not going to spend any money for nothing.
Of course, of course. If he's spending this type of money, but this is my thing about it though. Of course, they're giving something in return. It's quid quo pro. Oh, you burning over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of course he's getting something in return. I feel like that's just obvious to me. He was getting something in return from the room. But my thing is, I don't know if they was how much they was getting per se. I don't know the exact number amount, but I know it wasn't enough to go on vacation or catch a flight. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't worth it, especially for that old motherfucker. Somebody 50 something, 50 plus, pushing 60. If it ain't enough to go on a flight or go on a
No,
cruise.
but listen, some females they look at it as a check.
But
Like,
my
oh
thing is,
yeah, the guy is a the guy could possibly be about to be, and they just hoping for that. But yet, guess what? God works in mysterious ways. Yeah, now He's keeping that man alive even longer. And now, what are you about to do? You about to just sit here and keep pretending?
do you feel like a female in a situation like that? Because it was reported in that situation.
It could be financially reasons because they feel like they can't get away. They use them for
Hey,
that.
what's your background though? Is that your background?
Yeah, that's my ice machine.
Oh, that shit loud as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can't get on there. Oh my gosh. I got to take my son to the doctor. For real, for real. I got to take my son to the doctor.
Oh, right now?
Soon I'm going to take him when it opens. Lately, and it's crazy because when I took my daughter, because she has a
We
sleep,
going off topic right now, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know
I'm
what I'm
sorry.
talking about,
It's
though.
because I see my son face, and I think
Yeah.
now these mosquitoes,
Yeah.
they're causing allergic reactions.
Right.
That
Yeah.
shit straight up. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, anyway, back to the topic.
It was not that thing threw me off. Like what the?
But anyways, like I was saying, like when a female is in a situation like that at work, do you think they doing it for the emotional reasons, the money, or what purposes?
I feel like they do it for the money. And I feel like the females that did deal with him, it was for the money because one, it wasn't like he was really ugly. He wasn't my type though. He wasn't. He definitely wasn't my type.
No, I'm
Um,
just saying in general, though. I'm just saying in general, not that.
I feel like it be for the money and just so they get to do what they want to do at work
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
and
The perks, the perks.
and yeah, it's really for the perks. It's really not for nothing else. Like get more hours if they need more hours, or if they need to leave early, they can tell them, "Oh, I need to leave early," like stuff like that. It don't really be nothing big, and then it's like you giving up a whole vagina for these little things.
Yeah, it's crazy though, man. I believe this is 90 over 90% of women get positions because of their looks or giving up that box at work. But it's crazy. Yeah, we gotta stick to the topic. You gotta be on topic just now. But you think, for the most part though, do you trust HR though? You think HR has people back? Because I don't think so. What you think?
I can say when I was working in Rite Aid, I feel like every HR is not to be trusted, but when I worked in Rite Aid, I feel like he seen that in my manager, and he see the potential in me, and he was like, if you actually do great, like you can actually be in HR. Like if you keep putting in the work, like you can be right here with me, coming to these stores, checking out stores. Like he seen the potential in me.
Mm-hmm.
And my manager, I can say that he did some foul he did some foul stuff because it was one time it was another guy, like I was a supervisor and he was a co-manager. So the HR guy came in and he was basically saying that they needed a co-manager for a different store. And
Yeah.
mind you, they was training me to be a co-manager, so they wanted me to go and take over that store, but they wanted
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like to the point.
He
Like,
told me I wasn't ready.
yeah, right. It's crazy.
Now the following week, the other co-manager messes
Hey,
up.
hold on. I didn't mean to cut you off. What is that background noise? Like, what is that sound?
Oh, my son, he has autism, so he does his little stemming thing. I got
Oh,
used to it, so
oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I got an uncle like that. Yeah. Like, what you were saying just now? I feel like you talking in circles just now. Like, what?
I'm sorry. Oh, so what I was saying?
But yeah. I think I get your point though. But yeah.
Oh yeah. So he
What?
basically said I wasn't ready,
Mm-hmm.
and then the following week, the other guy he had wound up coming to work drunk one day, and then he got fired. Now all of a sudden I'm ready to be a co-manager to be in the store. You could have let me be. You could have let me go 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Could have
I feel you.
done it by myself without you.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy type shit. Yeah. These jobs is crazy. Yeah. What's the best advice for somebody just going to work every day? Would you tell them to just mind their business and just get their paycheck and stay out the way?
I feel like go to work, mind your business, don't talk to nobody, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to go out to eat? Oh, we're gonna do this and that. I feel like all of that is just ammunition to just have some type of leverage over you to whenever they need it to use it against you.
Right. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's all it is just to keep track of you and be in your business and spread your business. And would you tell people to talk about their financial problems or what they do when they get off?
No,